Hello and welcome everybody to my final early access Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and man, I have been having a ton of fun drafting this format. We've been drafting all kinds of nonsense, and you know what? It feels like a lot of different archetypes are viable. I've been having, again, a lot of fun, and yeah, this is going to be my last one, hopefully. I have yet to get to 5 wins in all of my drafts in sealed decks, so struggling but still having fun, which is always a good sign for a format. Hopefully we can turn this around in this draft. Now, before we hop in, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including Lorwyn Eclipsed, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, go to TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all that utilize a special magnetic technology so that all their products snap conveniently into place, go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Alrighty, what do we got? Oh, what a pack, what a pack. Deceit, 6 mana, hybrid. When this creature enters, if blue was spent to cast it, return 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If black was spent to cast it, target opponent reveals their hand, you may choose a non-land card from it, that player discards that card. So you can stack it the way that you want, you can bounce their thing and then kill it actually. So for 6 mana, it's a 5/5 that basically kills something, which is amazing if you can cast it. Champions of the Shoal, 4 mana for a 4/6 merfolk. Exile it. When this enters or becomes tapped, you can tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. I mean, honestly, those are really the only considerations here. Wanderwine Farewell is fine in a merfolk deck. Reaping Willow can be good. Blightrot is a fine removal spell, but you better believe I'm taking Deceit. It's the mythic. I love the incarnations. These are a whole lot of fun. And they're still fine if you're... This is one of those cards that's weird, though. You want to be blue and black, because you want to actually have this be a reliable way to kill a creature. So you really have to treat this, unlike some of the others, this one really is a 2 blue, black card. But if you can find the mana to cast it, it's amazing. All right, Risk the Evermore. 2 mana for 2/2 flash. When it enters, another target creature you control gains persistent till end of turn. Ooh, wow. This card's really strong. And you can remove the counters. But after first picking a Deceit, there's a Blightrot in this pack too, but Voracious Tome Skimmer, I mean, if there's a deck where this card's going to be good, it's got to be the blue-black deck, right? So let's move in. I mean, had I taken the Merfolk card, I would have taken the Riss, which would have arguably been a better start, but it's really hard for me to pass on Incarnations, okay? All right, Nameless Inversion. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm happier about this start. I am certainly happier about being blue-black here with Nameless Inversion here, pick 3. Hopefully that's an indication that black is open. You can play it at instant speed with the Voracious Tome Skimmer. Ooh, can we end things nicely with just an amazing Dimir control deck? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. All right, what do we have here? Players can't draw cards or gain life. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches... Okay, this is not a card that you want to play. It's very interesting. It's for some other format that's not this one. Luminolusk is a fine card, gains you some life. It's a Death Touch creature. There's Runaway Together, which is okay. Certainly nice to bounce, like Deceit, of course. Auntie's Sentence is an okay card to play turn 2. But you know what? I'm going to take Evolving Wilds. Let's just focus on good mana fixing, especially when you have a card like Deceit. You are very, very interested in being able to make sure that you have double blue and double black, and Evolving Wilds helps with that. But yeah, blue and black certainly seem open. There's a Blightrot and an Iron Shield Elf in this pack, along with Thirst for Identity. Don't think I'm taking Thirst for Identity. The question here is, do I want Iron Shield Elf, which acts as a really, really good blocker, or Blightrot, which works quite well with something like a Voracious Tome Skimmer? You know, one thing that I've really been missing, just quality early drops, I will take the Iron Shield Elf. Oh my gosh. Another Voracious Tome Skimmer. Blue-black is wide open. Let's go. I just feel like this is more difficult to get than something like the 3-mana removal spell. Darkness Descends. 4 mana sorcery. Put 2 -1/-1 counters on each creature. That seems pretty good. Especially if I'm drafting like a blue-black control deck. Yeah, let's try that. I mean, Runaway Together is good too, but this is a pretty unique effect. And then here I'll take Blighted Blackthorn. Also can be a card. I mean, this one is like a maybe, but can be a card that can have some, that can do some work here in this type of deck. You know what's funny? I don't have actually any single blue cards. We could be mono black. That would be really funny. In which case, this Evolving Wilds was, of course, a terrible pick. Oh no, I don't want to be mono black. I want to play Deceit for the blue. Oh wait, but this changes things. There is a Reaping Willow. Can I go mono black? I can also take Dream Caesar. No, I should be blue black. Like, I really want to use the bounce effect on this. Reaping Willow is a little too hard to cast, and this card is very, very good. So I will take the Dream Caesar here. Here we'll just take the random Changeling in case we do end up in mono black. And actually a blue black control deck, I feel like Vile Boggart can actually do some work. It's not a bad thing to blight with the Dream Caesar. All right. Oh my gosh. We just opened Baneslayer Angel. 5 mana for a 5/5 flying lifelinker. Creature spells you cast have Convoke. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay black. If you do, transform Erdu. This card is so good. Hold on. Each other non-token creature you control has Persist. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay white if you do transform it. There's also a Blight Rot. So we have a decision to make. I mean, it's one of those two cards. I mean, look, Deceit, like the blue on the Deceit's really good, right? And Blight Rot with double Voracious Tome Skimmer also seems great. So I will take this, but yeah, this could just be wrong because there's an Erdu, like there's a, but I'm gonna take the Blight Rot and stick to my guns here. Nameless Inversion is fantastic. Moonlit Lamenter, also very good. If I was black-white, what would I have taken? I mean, I certainly could have been black-white with that tree as well. What did I take over the tree? Dream Caesar? Sure. Please don't turn off the video here. I know you're upset. I know you're upset. But I passed the Baneslayer Angel. What can I say? I took a Blight Rot. Man, these Reaping Willows, like, what blue card do I even want here? There's like a Lofty Dreams and a Wild Unraveling. I just don't like either of these cards. Like, Cancel is okay. All right. Let's take the Reaping Willow and see what happens. All right, pack 2, pick 4. What does Swat Away do? Cost 2 less to cast if a creature's attacking you. Nice. Owner of target spell or creature puts it on their choice of the top or bottom of their library. Oh, this card's excellent. Yes. Instant speed removal. Very, very good, of course, with the double Voracious Tome Skimmer that we have. Pack 2, pick 5. What do we have? Unexpected Assistance, I think, is a card I really want. Gut Splitter Gang, I don't really care for. Like, it's a fine creature, but we have ways to win. And I'm in need of like instants and ways to draw cards. So I think I want to pick up the first copy of Unexpected Assistance. All right, we are blue-black. Nice. Pack 2, pick 6. Don't think I want a second copy of Darkness Descends. I just need like cheap things. I'll take Summit Sentinel. This is a pretty good card to blight onto as well. And we do have a few blight effects, and we are lacking cheap things to play as well. So let's take that here. Eclipsed Boggart. If I was mono black, I suppose I could have taken it, but I think we're firmly blue-black now. Lumino Hold, Anti-Sentence. Anti-Sentence, I think, can be playable, so we'll take it here. Here, there's Perfect Intimidation. Remove all counters from target. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't think I care about a second Blighted Blackthorn, so let's take this. I mean, I can remove blighted stuff from my own cards, right? So that's interesting. This pack has nothing I really want, so I will take the Rooftop Percher. Where are my blue cards? Dream Caesar is good. It feels like nobody is in black. All right. Do I play a Cancel? I mean, it's like better than Cancel. I should at least give it a shot, right? Like in this kind of demeanor control-y deck. All right, what do we have? Oh my gosh, another white rare bomb. 7 mana for 7/7. When this enters, each creature target opponent controls loses all abilities, becomes a coward in addition to its other types, and has base power and toughness 1/1. So it turns all their things into 1/1s with no abilities. Oh my gosh, with the Baneslayer, son of a gun. Thought with, okay, Swat Away's in the pack, but there's also Nightmare Sower. I'm going to take this card. 4 mana for a 2/3 flying lifelinker. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. I mean, if there's a deck for it, like we are drafting Faeries, okay? We are drafting Faeries. All right, pack 3, pick 2. Champion of the Perfect. I feel like I see this in every draft. Completely busted, powerful card. We can't take it here. I'm looking at Thirst for Identity or Mud Button Curse Tosser. I have to look at the number of... First of all, it costs 3 mana, so I don't think I want to play it here. Yeah, because I don't have goblins, so I guess it's just Thirst for Identity. A more instance, always a fine thing to do, especially given what we're trying to accomplish with this deck. What do we have? Glister Bairn? Nope. Dream Harvest? Nope. Hexing Squelcher? This is pretty good. Twilight Diviner is okay. There's another Vile Boggart. I kind of just want a 3-drop, I think. Alright, I guess I'll take Twilight Diviner. I don't love it. Like, it's fine. But we just don't have that many 3-drops. Do I play the Reaping Willow with, like, my mana situation? Oh, another Voracious Tome Skimmer? Okay. I mean, there's a Shadow Urchin, but I really want to... I really want to go off with this. 4, 5, 6, 6. We have 6, 7 instants. Another Evolving Wilds is interesting. That's a late Sizzling Changeling, which is a really good value creature. Boggart Mischief is not really what this deck's looking to do, so I don't really care for that. There is a Glamourmite. I think I will take this with... like, I don't think this card is great, but with triple Tome Skimmer and Nightmare Sower, I think I should take it. I don't think Blighted Blackthorn is what I want. Reaping Willow, I'm still, like, considering. My mana isn't perfect here. Anti-Sentence, I might also just play, just because it's a cheap... I don't have that many cheap things to play, so it's still just like a cheap removal spell at worst, and we are a control deck, so I think there is some value in playing this card. I think I'll play the Reaping Willow. Like, getting back these Tome Skimmers seems really great. We'll just play, like, 9 Swamps, 7 Islands, and Evolving Wilds. Another Nightmare Sower? Yes. I mean, we have lots of 4-drops, but... I mean, this is my deck, right? I have a fair number of... yeah, I don't know about this Darkness Descends, but... I mean, Nameless Inversion costs 2. If I do it like this, it looks less bad. Swat Away costs 2. This costs 3. This one I'll say it costs 3. This one costs like 4. Whatever, we'll put it here. Pack 3, pick 7. Eclipsed Elf. Cinder Strike pick 7 is insane. This is one of the best commons in the format. Wow. Eclipsed Elf is also quite good. There's a Stratosaur and a Lofty Dreams. This is not really a Lofty Dreams deck. I'll take the Stratosaur, but I don't think I'm playing this. Here, ooh, Illusion Spinners. I have plenty of Faeries. Yes, definitely taking that one. Ooh, another Glamourmite. Okay, okay. Certainly came together. Again, the Mud Button Curse Tosser is an awesome card, just not for my deck. All right, well, I mean, I feel like this really came together. We have some bombs. It's a little bit clunky, but we got lots of Faeries, lots of stuff to do at instant speed, you know? Let's see what happens here. Yeah, we can easily cut Stratosaur. This is a 3-drop. Wait, where did my 4-mana sorcery thing go? There it is. Okay, so we got to cut 3 cards here. I mean, the key here, like these cheap things, I feel like I have to play all of them just because I feel like my late game is quite strong. I actually think I have too many creatures for this to actually be good. And there are matchups where it can still be quite bad. So let's cut that, I guess. I do need to cut some creatures here. I have too many. We have 17 creatures. Twilight Diviner I might cut. Like this I like because I can play at instant speed. And it just works so much better with all these other cards. There's also Dream Caesar. Ooh, this does work well with Reaping Willow, though. Yeah, let's cut Diviner. And for my last cut, I think I'm going to cut 1 Dream Caesar. Like 3 seems like a lot. So going down to... I mean, I have so many creatures. I'm going to keep the Glamour Mites. Look, I have double Sower and triple Voracious Tome Skimmer. I want to lean into like playing everything at instant speed and see how that plays out. And for the Reaping Willow... God, I got all these double blue cards. I think I'm just going to keep the even split and just recognize that it's going to be pretty hard to cast this. And it's going to be more of like a late game thing. And it is a late game thing anyways. So we'll just kind of play the even split here, I think. All right, let's give this a whirl. Dimir Faeries. Let's see how this plays out. All right, now, before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, along with a variety of other benefits, depending on the tier level. Lots of good stuff. If you really want to take your limited game to the next level, there's a lot of resources there with a great group of folks in the Discord. Check it out. Oh, I'm really excited about this one. All right, opponent going first. I'm glad I played 2 islands, and I'm glad I took that Evolving Wilds too, by the way. I mean, this hand is a little bit slow. Okay, it's a lot of it slow, and my opponent played a Plains. But no 2-drop, so that's good for us. Adept Water Shaper, uh-oh. I mean, this is why I played all my cheap stuff, right? So. Shore Lurker, okay. Yikes. What do I want to do? My opponent has 5 cards in hand. We're going to play this. And let's tap this thing. Now, here's the thing. I mean, they can really blow me out. Maybe they won't attack me, though. Oh, they didn't. Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness. That was so big. All right, so now I have really good options. I mean, my best way of trying to stabilize from this board is to keep up Counterspell, Swat Away, and Nameless Inversion. So I think that's my plan here. Let's pass. All right, now we get that wonderful fairy gameplay. Let's see what happens. Oh, they're playing nothing? Okay. Oh, are they still in... No, they're still in combat. I gotta think here now. I mean, I can just swat it away. And draw a card. I kind of want to swat this away, though. What do they have? Oh, run away together? Okay. I mean, we're drawing lots of cards. Sure. That's a 3/4. Okay, so this is a big turn. I want to keep up Wild Unraveling, I think. So let's play Tome Skimmer and just pass. Now, do I double block? I guess not. Yeah, maybe this wasn't great. All right, I'll take 3. Okay, that resolves. Wow, their hand was garbage. Okay, fair enough. Okay, now I can do it the way that I want. We can play Nightmare Sower. And I can play a bunch of stuff here now. I'm still learning how to put this deck together. Okay. Noggle the Mind. Okay. Sure. 2 cards in hand. Blossom Bind. That one I do want to counter, I think. Otherwise, I take, like, a ton of damage. And if their last card is another interactive spell, so be it. This is my thought process here. Bring it on! Alright, so Prideful Feastling. We're just gonna set up. I want to set up. Let's go. Look at this. The Signpost Uncommons do not stop. They do not stop. Yeah! Alright. Oh, Faeries. Oh, Faeries. How I missed you. How I missed you. 1-0. Alright, opponent on the plate. Do I have anything cheap to cast? I don't. But I have islands and swamps. If I draw an island, then the Swataway is good. I drew Anti-Sentence, so I can deal with a 2-drop now. That has 2 toughness. Okay, that card's not particularly good. Alright, we'll just see what they have. See if I can take a 3-drop out of their hand. They also have Anti-Sentence. Let's take the Feastling here. I assume they're gonna run this out as well. Wait, what? Oh, sure. Okay. Deceit. That's gonna be a good one for them to hit. Hexing Squelcher. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life. I guess we'll just run this out. I mean, my hand is full of action, but it's also got a pretty high curve. I mean, look, worst case scenario, if I don't draw something, I can still Deceit away the Blighted Blackthorn. I would rather not do that, but, you know, something I can do. Nightmare Sower might be one of the better cards here, but we'll see what they do. Yep. Land? Oh, that's just disappointing. You know, I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed. Alright, well. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? If I drew a land, I could have played the Dream Caesar. Yeah, well. Yeah. Okay. Now we find the land. Oh, I thought I had an extra island. Okay, whatever. All right, we take 2. Please don't be a good creature. Of course it's a good creature. Yep. This is not ideal. This will be trading with the Sourbread Auntie. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, Nameless Inversion is good. But I'm going to play this first. I don't think they need treasure, so they're just going to do this and attack. We'll block here, I guess. Well, again, I'm glad I'm playing 2 blue sources, because we've been kind of stuck on this. Okay, well, that block actually ended up being pretty good for us. Alright, well, I have this Swat Away. I wonder what they can even be considering here. They know I have Swat Away in my hand. Just attack me. Right? Is it like a sacrifice to get value effect? That could be the only thing. Yeah, I mean, this look, like, there's no question I'm gonna have to do this, so... I don't know. Did not seem like a difficult decision there. Yeah. I mean, it just kind of came down to, like, top deck mode, and I think they've rattled off, like, 4 spells in a row. And, not for us. The thing is, we have lots of ways to gain card advantage, but we just couldn't find it, so... And I'm, like, 0 for 17 against goblins, so that's another thing, too. It's okay. I think this deck is cool. I am playing all my cheap stuff. Should I play this? I feel like I'm always behind. I think I'm going to cut the Glamour Mites. I think they're just a little too weak. Play the Twilight Diviner because it's cool with the Reaping Willow, and I want to do that once. And it also survives Darkness Descends. Alright, slight tweaks. Cutting the 3-mana 2/2 flyers, and then trying the -2/-2 Wrath effect. Dork Confidant. Nice name. Alright, this hand looks fine. Alright, we got some cheap things to play here to kind of get us to that late game. Alright, playing against the blue-black deck, rather. Voracious Tome Skimmer, sure. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around with this card. Okay, they could have cancel, so we'll keep that in mind here. Ah, I see. Alright, we'll do this. Put a counter on the Boggart to finish off the Sneakling. And then they discard a card. And they missed the land drop, so... Their hand must be insane. Yeah. Okay. Light Rot, sure. I'm gonna play the Sower here because if I draw a land, I can play both of these. Noggle the Mine, sure. What's funny is in this matchup, I feel like the Tome Skimmers are better. Now all I need to do is draw an instant, and I am golden. Blossom Blunt Bind. Okay, well that I still get to trigger stuff, which is really good. Right. More Tome Skimmers. Alright, maybe I do want... God, this is rough. Maybe I do want just like a bunch of instant speed cards, right? I don't know. Deceit. Okay. So they have 3 cards. I can play this. Bounce my Nightmare Sower. Lofty Dreams, Rhyme Chill, and... Okay, they're just dead. Alright. Alright. Got the Dork Confidant. Confidant. Alright, on the play here, we will keep this. Evolving Wilds will get us... I should probably get the second blue source, because I have the SWAT card. Alright, we drew the swamp anyways. Alright, no cheap things to play, but hopefully it's okay. Alright, Kithkin. Let's get the Tome Skimmer out here. Crib Swap, okay. Yep. Get that Nightmare Sower in play. Thoughtweft Lieutenant, sure. It's going to be hard to race. I mean, that thing basically has lifelink as well. And we are on mono lands. I mean, I certainly want to play this. I just don't know what to discard. I think I should put a counter on this. Because this 3/2 basically blocks with anything. Or trades with anything, including the Lieutenant. Wow, that was a really good card. Like, I'd like to trade the Dream Caesar with, you know... Oh gosh. Thoughtweft Imbuer. That's a good one. Yep. So I take 5. Okay. That is incredible. Alright, so let us kill the Imbuer. Yes. Wow, their hand is awesome. Okay. Well, I don't know what to take. There's Liminal Hold, which kills one of my things, which I don't really care about. Honestly, I think the Imbuer is like the most annoying card. Right. Does this work the way that they want it to work? That wasn't very good, was it? They killed my 2 fairies, but I have a Deceit and they have a Thoughtweft Lieutenant in play. Okay. Alright, and then let's play Dream Caesar. Put a counter on this, I guess. What the heck did they keep? Okay. Oh. Yep. So I'm gonna just trade with Glamour Might here. What the heck? Why would they concede there? It just trades and I just have a 4-4. That seems like a far too early concession, to be honest. But I'll take it. Alright, on the play, yeah. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Can't complain about that. All we want are things to cast at instant speed. I feel like playing this turn 2 is totally fine. Alright, what did they have? Ooh, Unbury. I wish I could take that one. So Mischievous Sneakling, Nightmare Sower, Colwrath Zealot, and Gnarlbark Elm. Let's take Gnarls Barkley here. Okay. Actually, should I attack? Based on what they have, yes. And if they play this thing, that's still fine too, right? Like, none of their things in their hand matter. Now, if they found a kill spell for this, that would be annoying, I guess. Okay, we need an instant speed spell. Okay, 1 instant speed spell, and I feel like we just take over the game. But we don't have one right now. And they do get to play a Nightmare Sower and get something back in instant speed. So, again, instant speed spell would be great. I would love it so much. We have like 10. Nightmare Sower is good. Come on! Such disappointment. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? Like, I even added the 2/2 fairies back in. I mean, we drew everything that we needed to survive the early game. It's just, again, just finding finding a spell here to cast. Okay, Nameless Inversion was perfect. They're probably going to get something back here. Okay, Mischievous Sneakling, sure. That gets shrunk. 4 cards in hand. They have an Unbury. There's a Fairy in the graveyard. They can get back the Zealot or the Gnarlbark Elm. They don't have great attacks and time to draw some cards. Come on, instant! Oh, that's good. I can't cast it now, though. Great. Now I can attack with my flyer. I think. Unless there's like, oh my gosh. I don't think I want to do that yet, though, right? Let's see. Non-land card. Wait. This... Yeah. Oh, sure. Nameless version, okay. I'm gonna... actually, I'll play it. I'm still interested in getting value off of this Voracious Tome Skimmer. Anti-sentence. We will cast this. See? I got my value first. Alright. Okay, now what? Wow. Reaping Willow. That's a really strong card. Although they can't cast it. What are they going to get back? I do have the Deceit. I'm waiting for them to play something big off the Deceit so that I could bounce it and then make them discard a card from their hand. Oh, they got 2 Warlocks back. That's pretty cool. They should play the 3-drop and kill my Dream Caesar. And that would be super annoying. I don't even think it's a question. That's like really the only line, I feel. Yeah. Certainly I'm not going to bounce that. Ooh, Thirst for Identity. I mean, I still probably just want to get this out of their hand, right? So let's just play this. Actually, maybe I just let them keep that and just bounce this. Box Slither's Embrace and Reaping Willow. Holy cow. That's actually really tough. What do they have in their yard? I guess they're just going to kill my spinners. I can choose not to attack and wait. Maybe we do that. Okay, let's play... Oh, I mistapped. Oh well. Okay. I'm just taxing their removal. Like, they killed this and I still have a flyer in play. Oh, they put a counter on this. Elder Auntie, okay. Let's see what we get with the Twilight Diviner. Don't want this. I'll certainly take another Flying Lifelinker. I'm going to trade Deceit for some action. Like, I'm a little bit concerned about the Gnarlbark Elm. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, they're at 5. We can pass. I mean, yeah. Okay. Sure. Alright, second Nightmare Sower. Should be good. Alright, nice. Okay, well, this deck is playing out well. It just requires us drawing our rare. A fair amount. We are 4-1. All right, we are on the cusp of getting win number 5. which has been an impossibility so far in the early access event. Alrighty, come on. We got a couple shots at it here. Alright, on the play, I will keep this. Just need a third land. Finally drew the Reaping Willow, but I'm just assuming that I'm not going to be able to play it anytime soon. We did draw the land right away, so very happy about that. What does this do? At the beginning of each end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, this enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. Okay. Just don't play that 3 damage, 3 mana removal spell. Auntie's Heirloom. Okay, take 2. Oh, another Voracious Tome Skimmer? We'll go with 2 here. Let's see. Whenever another creature you control dies. Yeah, let's just do that. Like, I just don't see too many awful things happening here. Like, sure, they can kill one of my skimmers, which is whatever. And if they somehow grow this, I can block here. Yeah, so this is all fine. They can't attack me. Okay. We drew Swat away. All right, let's attack. And now I'm going to use the Nameless Inversion here. Just draw 1 card. Gnarlbark Elm. Wow, that card's good. Oof. Now I don't know what to do because this thing's going to grow. They get to Surveil and that becomes a 3/3. But Gnarlbark, like, I mean, alternatively, I can let the Gnarlbark Elm live. No, let's just kill the Elm. Give me a land, please. Come on. This thing is actually destroying me, by the way. I guess I'll play this. I really need... If it's not a land, I just don't want it. Alright, let's get that out of here. I'll take the swamp. One of these days, I'll have a nice streamlined deck with plenty of cheap cards, I promise. Seer? Okay. Okay, that is a Deceit. Yeah. Let's play a life-linking flyer here. I kind of want to wait to play this, you know what I mean? Alright, that's another Seer. Okay, fair enough. Alright, this is getting dangerous. Okay. This is getting dangerous. Alright, Swat Away was a good draw. Because now I can play this and cast Swat Away. Two cards in hand for the opponent. Oh my gosh. Why does every Goblin deck play... Like, all my opponents have had Grub. Yeah. So silly. What does Grub do? You can make copies of things and just destroy me. Alright. And they can, like, deal 2 damage to me every turn, so I need to find a way to gain life. I do have the Nightmare Sower, and I do have the Reaping Willow. I don't want to bounce this, because they just... It doesn't really matter. This card is so broken. Yep. I guess I should still just cast the Swat Away on anything, right? And my opponent's playing so well, too. It's just not cool. I think I can draw exactly like one more card. Because this is going to put me to 3. Okay. I can bounce the Lasting Tarfire and see what happens. I think that's what I need to do. But, like, we died a lot of things here. Okay. So Reaping Willow I can make as... Okay, they're digging. They're certainly digging. We have 4 blockers. We're at 3 life. I can get back a Voracious Tome Skimmer. Boggart Mischief. Yeah, that gets it done. Alright, we're dead. Alright, good deck. Goblins seems actually busted. I mean, I'm literally like 0-3 against it every single time. I just had a really tough time just grinding through everything. They're capable of like aggressive starts, but then they can also have really robust late games by like draining you out. And yeah, I've just been really struggling against those decks. Alright, on the play here. You know, we will keep this. No 2-drops, but we do have Twilight Diviner into Nightmare Sower. Let's go with Twilight Diviner. Let's find some action. Don't need lands anymore. Don't want that. We'll keep the Tome Skimmer. Midnight Tilling? I was like, well, 3 lands, we dodged something good, and then they freaking mill High Perfect Morcant. Okay, well, you know. That is how things go. Each opponent blights 1. I mean, is this the best rare in the format? I don't know. Probably. I need to find... How do I even kill that thing? I need to draw cards and find an answer. And maybe they'll play around like a counterspell here. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. Get the block here. Cast this. That's a nameless inversion, okay. All right. Nameless inversion technically does kill the High Perfect Morcant. And I'm playing this because I can do some lifelink shenanigans. Now, if they have a bite spell here, we're just dead. Or this is just dead, rather. Man, I feel like we got everything we wanted to in this. You know what I mean? In this one. I felt like we just got everything we needed. But it didn't matter. Yeah, they have the bite spell too. Yeah, it's just, yeah. High Perfect... Like, dealing with this is the biggest problem here. I just don't know what to do. Well, certainly not going to play Iron Shield Elf here. Maybe I should have played drafted the Baneslayer Angel, because this, like... The blue cards haven't even really been all that exciting, to be honest. So... And also this, like... Play your stuff at your opponent's turn. Like, sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't, you know? Like, it's nice that the creatures are costed reasonably well, but even then, it's just, like... Doesn't feel great. I don't even know what to do. Let's kill this and draw a card. We need to draw Deceit. We need to hope they don't have an elf in their black-green deck. What do you guys think? Wow, this is actually just a... Oh, I just blight 1. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was everything gets -1/-1. I mean, it's still good. It's still good, but I thought everything got -1/-1. Okay, well. Oh, now they can proliferate? So I have to kill this? Okay. If I put a counter here, they can tap 3 and proliferate and kill everything. Yeah, our only hope now, like I mentioned before... Our only well, there's a 3/5 now, but we'll see. Swat away. Doesn't get it done. Oh, the streak continues! Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we got more canted there. And we were 4-1, and then we went 4-3. That's brutal. That's brutal. I mean, I will figure out this format, I promise. I will. But I tried doing the Faeries thing. I mean, look at this deck, okay? Just in terms of like, without knowing anything about the format, if you go, hey, my deck has triple Voracious Tome Skimmer, double Nightmare Sower, literally 5 of the quote-unquote signpost uncommons that you want to build around. I have the Mythic Dimir card, a bunch of instants, right? Double Nameless Inversion, Blight Rot, Thirst, Swat Away, Unexpected Assistance, and Flash Fairies. Like, this is what you would at least envision would be something that you would want, right? In a Dimir control deck, and we still went 4-3. Is blue bad? Am I bad? Maybe a little bit of both? I don't know. I mean, I will say, the blue cards here were very underwhelming. You know, I like the black cards. Black Interaction's good. The Goblin deck that I lost to was really, really good. This deck, we got more canted, but I don't know. I have been pretty this is coming from somebody who loves blue and drafts blue all the time. I have so far been pretty unimpressed. But again, this is a very, very small sample size. We're still going like 4-3 in a lot of our drafts. It's not like we're doing terrible, but when you look at this deck from an outsider's perspective, it's like, hey, look, I have 5 of the uncommon fairies with a bunch of instants. You would think it would do a little bit better. And we did not. In fact, the reason why we won most of our games was from the Deceit and not these cards. So I don't know if this is like a trap. Like Nightmare Sower, just stats-wise, looks pretty good. Right? Stats-wise, it looks pretty good, but, you know, they like beefed up Dream Spoiler Witches to make it quite strong. But again, maybe this is just not something that you want to be doing, right? Maybe. Maybe I need a more cheap stuff. One thing, I mean, this is my final draft before we actually go to normal drafts. The big takeaway, I mean, there's several, but the big one for me is I am simply not doing a good enough job prioritizing cheap spells for my deck. And you get run over, right? And oftentimes those decks are blue. I find like strong, powerful, like it's like, hey, do I take a 2-drop or a Voracious Tome Skimmer? Do I take a 2-drop or like a Nightmare Sower, right? I'm just always taking the expensive cards. And so I've been frequently getting run over. And because my decks have horrible curves, I personally am not able to get the quote unquote free wins, right? A lot of the free wins comes from just being able to curve out with some removal to back that up. And the decks that I'm drafting, these blue-red elemental decks, the blue-black control decks, aren't really able to play to the board quickly. So I have to fight for every single one of my wins. And if I fall behind, I just lose, right? I get run over. And if my opponent plays like a crazy bomb, Still, sometimes I can lose, right? So I just feel like this is not the proper strategy here. I need to make sure that I fill my deck up with a bunch of cheap stuff that I can play. So far, the archetypes that I've really been impressed by are the Rakdos aggressive decks. The Kithkin decks look nice. The Elves deck looks really well supported. Those are the ones that really stand out to me. The Merfolk deck too. Like in all of those things, all of those decks have one very important thing in common. They curve out really well, right? Like they all want to play to the board. Blue-white wants to convoke. Green-black wants to play just a bunch of elves on curve. Utilize your graveyard as a resource. Selesnya deck really wants to beat down. Same thing with the Goblins deck. And the decks that at least I've been struggling with, these blue decks, right? Like what combination of blue for me even works? I don't know. Blue's like an okay support color, I guess, right? Maybe blue-white. But I have yet to play against like a good blue-green deck. Maybe there's like a good blue-green Vivid deck, right? Because green has a bunch of solid 2-mana play. So yeah, green seems really deep with a bunch of cheap things you can do. But I just frequently find myself running out of cheap plays when I'm a base blue deck, right? Because like, what are the good 2-drops in blue? Summit Sentinel? I guess. Whereas black has access to like, you know, all kinds of stuff, which I didn't end up with, but I'm just saying black has access to a lot of stuff. So, I mean, this is just me. I need to take some time to process all of this. You know, like it's not like we're 0-3ing a bunch of drafts, but again, I expect to do a little bit better. And I think part of it is just, as you can see here, I am simply just not prioritizing my mana curve and taking the more expensive flashy things. And I need to rewire my brain. And a lot of that is just being trapped by the archetypes too. It's like the archetypes that I'm choosing to go into does not lend itself to being able to curve out well with good interaction. I really like my Kithkin deck. I went 4-3 with that deck, but I actually felt like I got a little unlucky with that deck to do poorly. Whereas this one and some of the blue-red decks, I kind of deserve those records. Those are 4-3 decks. Those are decks where like, if I get to the late game, I like my chances. But if I get run over, I just lose. And that happened plenty of times. So those decks are often decks where you're not going to trophy that often. You'll get some wins against the other slow decks, but against some of the aggressive decks on the draw, you're going to have difficulty. So I think moving in, my approach is going to be like, I want to be green or white. Those seem like two of the better things to want to start out with, right? Green gives you access to both Selesnya and Golgari, which I like. And then white gives you access to Selesnya and Merfolk, which also seems pretty nice, good proactive strategy. So those are the learnings. Maybe I should have drafted white-black. I don't know. But you know what? I still had fun despite all of these losses. Like I said, this happened to me in Final Fantasy too. It took me a little bit to figure out the format. And once I did, my win rate improved. But during that time, I was having a lot of fun. And I'm having a good amount of fun so far. And hopefully, I mean, at this point, it's going to be like a bunch of days before the actual release. I cannot wait until I get to go back and draft this format again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much more. Go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.